All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, the 144,000. Shalom, Barakathum. And the title of this lesson is going to be From the Third Horse to the Fourth. All right, from the third horse to the fourth. And this is just going in a little bit more on the Revelation, the 6th chapter, all right, which I was just listening to Apostle Tahar, give his comments on it, and that's the spirit, because you do have camps out here that teach, Revelation 6, in their own way. Really these guys are just, they're really just filling their own belly, all right, and when you really examine the spirit, you have to examine the spirit of individuals and what they mean well, and do they mean well for you, man? The scriptures say, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And if they're constantly giving you, you constantly hear them talk about money, about views, about subscribers, super chats, promos, and all of that. That's something that you want to examine that when you get to more important things like Revelation, the 6th chapter, because this will touch everybody, man. This thing is coming to pass, man. So I'll just get to it real quick, because we're basically at the third horse, or the third seal, all right? And when we get to the fourth seal, that's going to be the chin check for a lot of people, man. That's when you're going to see everything get opened up, okay? That's where all of the wisdom of Esau is going to be confounded. He's like, oh, I thought, gravity and blah, blah, blah is this. And he thinks he knows the heavens and all of that. All of that's getting ready to be confounded in these times that we're coming into. And this is why we can't afford to be going back and forth on pettiness, man. That has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Anyway, this is Revelation chapter 6 verse 1. And I saw the Lamb open one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, and one of the four beasts saying, Come and see. And I saw, and I behold a white horse, and he that was sat on him had a bow, all right, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Now that should be pretty obvious, when you look at color theory. All right, you look at the symbology of the scriptures. Who is white synonymous with? Okay, and who is the white horse synonymous with? All right, horses typically represent power. White represents purity. Okay, cleanliness, innocence. Okay, so does the term lamb. All right. This is the color that the Levites wore, okay? But when you read Revelation, the 19th chapter, you'll clearly see it's Yahweh Shai that represents the white horse, man. Despite what other people may tell you, that's what it is, okay? He's going forth conquering and to conquer, because the scriptures say he's gonna be going around collecting crowns, man. Okay, and this is the time that we're getting ready to go into, all right? And so you can't just say that the book of Revelation is just in straight chronological order. All right. First is the white horse, then it's the red horse, then it's the black horse, then it's the pale horse. All right. The scriptures don't have to be according to the chronology that is written, man. There's a deeper understanding. That's why we say Tawada to the apostles and elders on down for the breakdown and the understanding through Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which we believe those men are of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. They were sent to break these things down. When Yahweh Shai loosed the 7 seals, okay, he gave that to the apostles in the ancient world and the disciples and the apostles of the ancient world, okay? And the scripture said, hurt not the oil or the wine, which I'm going to get to. That means the truth, it was darkened for a little bit of while, but it was never lost, man. The spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai ultimately came back, all right? And you read Ezekiel 37, to give us that understanding again, and we point to Abba Bivens, as the beginning of that revival, coming out of chattel slavery, when we couldn't even speak our own name, our own language. Anyway, Verse 3, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And that's the thing we got to remember. We have to lower your expectations when it comes to Esau. That's why there's so much anger towards Jake, man, because, you know, you're greater than these people, man. Esau, we expected from this. His job is literally to take peace from the earth. That's the Lord said it, man. Here's the sword. This is how you're gonna live. This is how you're gonna conquer the world. Is by fucking people up, man. All right, Esau, the race of the Edomites themselves are a sword, man. Quite literally, the Lord created a species, a genealogy, a bloodline of men that were a literal weapon, man. Okay, just being around these people, you're at risk. Okay, now we know that we're protected ultimately if you're with the Lord, but that's what this guy is, man. So that's what the red horse is. What do you think about when you hear the word red? Okay, well, the primary thing you should think about is what does the word Edom mean? The word Edom means red. All right, goes back to the root Hebrew word dam, okay, which can mean blood or red, you know. All right, and let me keep reading. And it says, let me read that again. And when I heard this, when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Okay. So the him that sat thereon are the Edomites, man. All right. Okay. It says, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Okay, so this is undeniable. There's never been this level of weaponry and advanced weaponry in the history of the world. All of the major armies, all of the major killing by the sword, it's largely been Esau, man. Okay, all right. They've done the most killing on the earth by far, from all the way from their time back to the Greek Empire. Okay. All right, and it says in the third seal, going down to verse 5, and it says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. All right, and it says, and I heard in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right, so that the penny really goes into the ancient term of the denarius. When you look up the Greek word, matter of fact, I'll look it up real quick. And the denarius was essentially a day's wage. You know, so if the average wage in America is $50,000 a year, something like that on average, you know, then you would divide that by, 365 days, and that would be the modern day dollars equivalent to a denarius or a penny. Here, not a literal penny that we have here. Okay. Yeah, the term there for penny is denarion, which goes back to the word denarius, all right, which was the Roman currency. That was the U.S. dollar. You know, that the U.S. dollar is a reincarnation, all right, of the denarius, because it was devalued the exact same way. And the inflation, which the scriptures are alluding to right here, it happened the exact same way in ancient Rome, man. You know, they devalued the currency, they hollowed out all of the gold, they replaced it with filler metals like zinc and all of that. And that's what you have today with the U.S. dollar. They're printing money, okay? They're printing money, and it's not worth anything. The prices are going up for the same products, man. You have more land, you have more farmers, you have more people working in the food and farming industry, yet the food prices are still going up. The prices should be going down. When you introduce new competition to the market, the prices should go down. Competition is good for the consumer. You never want to have a monopoly, because one company is just going to raise the prices because they're the only business in town. But populations have been going up, farmers have been increasing, yet the cost of food is going up. Why? Because this nigga is hollowing out all of the value out of the currency, man. Okay, this is why only a select group of individuals are getting a huge bag, man, a huge bag, more money than they know what to do with. Yet, you know, you're having to work 50 hours a week just to maintain the lifestyle that you had 5 or 10 years ago. You know, 40 hours a week really is no longer enough for the vast majority of people here, man. All right, I think 40% of Americans are working like 2 jobs. Something like 8 million Americans, working class Americans. 8 million people have to work 2 jobs, man. That's crazy. Okay, they're not working 2 jobs to stack up money and save for something. Like, they literally gonna have their lights cut off or have to choose between rent and groceries, man. You know, so that's basically the time that we're in right now. Okay, and when it speaks about that pair of balances in his hand, that goes back to the time of chattel slavery, really, man. Okay, where we were being sold on auction blocks. They would put yokes around our neck. All right, so that time period, basically all the way up to today, all right, is still going on. And you've had many crashes and many inflationary periods, throughout Europe and various places, but ultimately we're still in the third horse, basically. All right, so this is why, another reason why you can't jump down chronology, because the red horse is actually overlapping with the black horse. Okay, so but you have certain Hebrew Israelite groups that are trying to say it's in literal order, and it's not. Okay, so the reason I titled the lesson from the third horse to the fourth horse is because we're in the third horse and we're getting ready to come out of this, where inflation is not going to really be an issue anymore. We're getting ready to have to make a choice. All right, look, I'm gonna do away with inflation, but you got to take the Qaragwan, man, and that's gonna put us in a whole new era of trouble, man, aka Jacob's trouble. Okay, and ultimately, man, we're gonna end up seeing who's made of what, man. Are you gonna bow down to the image? Are you gonna forsake the Lord? All right, just like it says in Exodus 21:5, I believe, or 5:21. I love my master, I will not go out free. And they put that all in your ear, like that was an ancient law. All right, but Esau wants that in a modern day sense. He wants you to basically forsake the Most High and take the thing, in your right hand or your forehead. So are you gonna do that? That this is gonna be a time of great tribulation that we're getting ready to go into, man. All right, let me read this again, verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny. All right, so that's how much bread is gonna cost. A day's work. Think about how much you make per day, and that's how much it's gonna cost, for a loaf of bread, essentially, man. All right, and it says, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. All right, so, and the oil and the wine is also symbolic for the truth. All right, you hear wine get compared to philosophies a lot, and then you hear oil compared to understanding. All right, the understanding of philosophy. So they kind of go hand in hand. All right, but basically it's the truth, man. And this is what I was talking about earlier, about the Lord did not let the truth be snuffed out altogether. We had a dim moment, but ultimately, pursuing the Ezekiel 37, those bones, they lived again, man. From the apostles, elders on down, to give us these breakdowns. And this is the thing that we're getting ready to face, man. All right, the hour of temptation. Okay, the time of great trouble, Jacob's trouble. Okay, but let me go on to the 4th seal here, verse 7. And when he had opened up the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th beast say, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. Now, death and hell is another moniker in the scriptures for Esau, man. So he's gonna be behind the coming tribulation, man. When you read Revelation 12, it says the devil has come down on you having great wrath, as you know it that he had but a short time. That whole period, you can read 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. This is talking about essentially the same time period, okay, that we're getting ready to go into. All right, but that this nigga is getting ready to try to destroy the whole earth, man. Okay, really, he wants to destroy Jake and usurp the blessing, but once he realizes that's not done, this nigga is gonna wild out, man. Okay, he does not care about life at all. He doesn't care about the earth, anything, man. All right, it says, and his name that sat on him with death and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. All right, what is the fourth part of the earth? Okay, the fourth part of the earth was discovered by, not discovered, but was declared theirs by the by Pope Alexander VI, aka Rodrigo Borgia. All right, he wrote a papal bull called let me look it up real quick. Inter Caetera. All right. Okay, this is how you it might be backwards, but Inter Caetera. All right, now that papal bull that he wrote basically declared the entire Western Hemisphere basically the under the Catholic Church. This is why the Roman, not the Roman Catholic Church, they sent over. You saw the Portuguese come here, the Dutch, the French, the Spanish, the English. Okay, they all showed up here at once, based on this papal bull. Okay, so this is the fourth part of the earth, man. This is when you have what is colloquially known as the West. Okay, Western philosophies, Western society, Western nations, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let me read this again. All right, and it says, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. All right, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. All right, and that's basically what he's done. He's basically caused all manner of death to occur. All right, and when we get to this point, man, you're gonna have to be girded up in your mind, man. You know, you're gonna have to have Yahweh Bashib Yahweh Shai. You don't have to know every single deep breakdown, you know, but you definitely need to know the important parts. Okay, who is the devil? Who are you? All right. What don't take the charagma. Okay. Like these are basics, man. You need to know the prerequisites of salvation. And number one, you have to be an Israelite, a bloodline descendant of Jacob. All right. Number two, you have to keep the laws to the best of your ability. You know, we all can't keep them perfectly, despite what other groups will tell you. IUIC and Sakari, they'll tell you we're sinless. We don't sin. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll see. We'll see if that's enough. Okay. But you should be trying to keep it to the best of your ability, man. I mean, you don't go out there stealing. You don't go out there eating pork. You don't get lineups. All right. You can't execute Leviticus 20 and 13, obviously. You know. So that's a sin, but we're not allowed to keep that law, you know. So we have to do it to the best of our ability. That's number two. Number three, you have to believe on Yahweh Shai, man. That's very, very, very important, man. And he's worthy of praise and worship. Okay. You have to believe on him, man. Okay. He is the white horse we just spoke about, man. That's going to bring peace back to the earth, man. All right. The red horse was there to take peace from the earth. The white horse is there to restore peace to the earth, man. Okay. All right. He is the king of peace. Okay. And one way he's going to get peace is with the sword. Okay. All right. So that's basically the main point of it, man. And you can read in the other precepts. Jeremiah 30, Jeremiah 31 goes into Jacob's trouble and the new covenant that we're going to get. 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. Okay. to give you more. And we go into this all the time, man, all the time. And we don't care if it sounds like a broken record or not. These things are important, man. Okay, this is what is important. Okay, not who the Syrophoenician woman is. Okay, not what the genealogy of Luke is. There's good edification to get into the breakdowns and things of that nature, but keep your eye on the prize, man. All right. All of these guys getting swept up into debates and bigging themselves up, trying to get their own glory. All right. The Lord is going to confound every one of these guys. If you're not in the right spirit, the Lord is going to do something to you, man. Okay. So Salakia, keep these things in mind, man, at the forefront of your remembrance, because, you know, like we said, it's important, and it's our job as watchmen to watch and to warn, man. And we don't care how it comes off or how we say it or how you feel about it. You know, this is a spiritual war, and if you don't get up every day fighting, Satan will overcome your ass, man. Straight up. You know. All right. So anyway, I'll end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rahak Wadash Shalom. Kal Yashar.